Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Siti Noranis binti Muhammad ZULKIFLI and my metric number is 059497. Today I would like to present about one article which the construction worker, a case study of Malaysia. Firstly, I will start with an introduction. I will talk about what is training first. Training in human resource can be defined as a systematic process in which employees are instructed and taught knowledge related to their job. It's focused on teaching employees how to use specific software or machines, or how to perform specific tasks in order to fulfill their tasks and increase the efficiency. One expert in construction field said that training in construction field is very complex. Therefore, in this case study, they explains about the construction industry scenario and what the agency involved in increasing skill among workers. Next, I will talk about the Malaysia construction scenario. Firstly, not having a proper training about safety based on guideline NIOS 2010. We can see through 2010 there are 1,178 fatal cases in the construction site. Next, the different background of education. Lack of education and skill can make somebody cannot handle the situation and cannot use the machine properly. Besides that, the shortage of labor make the firm or the company to employ the foreign labor. Usually, the company will provide just a basic training to that labor and not a real training to the foreign labor. Third, I will talk about understanding training and education and CPD as a whole. CPD is usually taken by professional members in construction to increase their skill and update time to time. Training in CPD is different because it have conducted by specific company and agency and went up the skill of labor. However, there are still a concern about training educations and training and CPD because they cannot be separated by little learning. This case study also explains why the training is important in maintaining the KPI and a performance appraisal among the construction labor. Learning through training and CPD program can develop critical thinking, how to solve a problem and develop skill in fulfill their tasks in construction field, such as in handling machine based on current technology. Fourth, I will talk about the challenge in construction field. It increases skill among the construction labor. They form an agency that called Construction Industry Master Plan (CIMP). However, critics continue to argue that the knowledge and skill gap are persisting. The most of the training offered are very fragmented and condensed. The company also claimed that the training offered are not supporting the academic and vocational provisions with the right training or vice versa. They are also not providing the chance to promote the trainer and reflecting the actual nature carried out in the construction project. Fifth, I will talk about the way forward. In this section, the writer the significant way forward in organize the train to labor is learning the current provision with the way the right expectations training.
Training alone is not enough because there are still more factors in increasing skill of labor. The bad factor like poor consideration for welfare of labor and bad economy framework can be drop skill of labor.
Third, consider training best practice approach. In consider best practice approach, there are 4 processes in training called training need analysis (TNA). Firstly, identifying the range and extent of training needs from the business needs, with specifying the needs precisely and analysis how the best training carry out. And it also important in make sure the training provided is right and accurate. Secondly, training design. Training design essential in ensure the training achieve the goal or objective of the training. The competence based on training also must be explicit and measurable performance due to need to reflect the actual expectations and the performance in work role. Thirdly, training implemented. Training implementation must follow the technology century and updated time to time to make it relevant in any situation. On-job training also is the most effective training due to labor exposed to the real-world life situation. It also can help the company to cut the cost of training. However, it must follow the guideline of a trainer agency to make sure the labor can increase their skill and knowledge. Lastly, training evaluation. Training evaluation is important in total value of a training system because it used to measure the overall cost benefit, such as collection data of selections. The different view also important in evaluate the training because usually viewers tend to agree with higher level of management, such as management of training. Training effectiveness is a subset evaluations and a value judgment in measure the training achieve the goal of training, which is explicit and implicit and need to be accomplished. In conclusions, this case study teaches us how important a training, especially to the construction worker. Therefore, the company should send the worker to take a train and improve skill and knowledge and take a chance to improve the KPI of the company.